I'm One Precious Light, and these are the angelic messages for the week ahead. These are pretty much timeless, so if you go through, and unless they're dated throughout the reading, if you go through and you just feel called to a reading, they should apply if you're aligned with your intuition and higher self. So, what is coming up today primarily is there is a past life trauma around your advanced abilities, advanced gifts. It could be a persecution imprint. It could be imposter syndrome. It could be playing out as those types of things here. And there is this high frequency energy that you're able to access, but it's limited in nature because of this past life trauma. There's also there's a want or a desire for people to move into the rainbow core. This would be rainbow body activation. So this is absolute enlightenment before clearing the field, emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual energies. And you won't be able to do it. You cannot ascend and reach enlightenment. And the enlightenment I'm speaking of is 8D transcendental, where you leave space-time, your soul leaves space-time and graduates into time-space. A lot of you guys have come here from cosmic energies and incurred karma while you were in the earth plane or in this universal sphere. And because of that, there is clearing that needs to happen also before you can move back into the cosmic planes. Some of it could have been you came here to help elevate this universal sphere for teaching, clearing, and healing. But as the human vessel was built in a way to help us to not only control our angelic power with the higher dimensional gifts, etc., with the field, because it collects the dense energies. As we come into this earth plane in the universal sphere here, we are basically creating karma through our fields. Even if you're really evolved soul, like a cosmic being, when you come in here, there's still stuff to clear. And you won't be able to reground and anchor into the rainbow core, the 8D core, and reach that ultimate enlightenment until all of this is cleared. And I know people don't like thinking about that, but that's the way it works. And that's for a reason. That's because the advanced abilities, advanced gifts require responsibility. And if you are not able to control the mind, the emotions, the physical choices and decisions, then how are you going to access and ethically utilize advanced gifts? And so this is all intentional, and that's why the work is done. If you are a cosmic being, though, and you're coming in here, you need to clear, it's a pretty quick process, to be honest. So that's what we're seeing here, is this shift from 4D to 10D. 10D is creative intelligence, the realm of creative intelligence. So it's creation, but you're at the 4D level. So to access the 10D level, there's more clearing and healing to do. And it's primarily this trauma, okay? So the main thing we're looking at here is finding balance. So the flower of life for psychic, sorry, that's not psychic protection. This is just the flower of life stabilization. And what this will do is open the higher gateways, the lower gateways, the masculine and feminine energies, as well as the cosmic heart. This group is a little too in the headspace, looking for education and mental stimulation, intellectual understanding, and is not embodying higher love enough, because that's really where this healing comes in. And the past life trauma that's coming up is actually is sitting in the emotional field somewhere. Okay, so we have the Isis energy, just showing that expansion of the higher gateways. So this trauma, like I said, there is a need to elevate, and that is what you're being called to do. It is not don't elevate and sit in the darkness. You're being called to elevate, but the trauma has to be cleared from the field. And writing, so doing the Soul Chronicles, I recommend this to everyone that I work with, excuse me, is to free write. Just sit down, write, don't judge yourself, don't think about it. You don't have to use any punctuation, just let it come through. But before you do that, you want to make sure that you are working with your higher self or your benevolent guides and beings, okay, to channel in that capacity. Otherwise, you can just write and not worry about it. Also, the violet flame is recommended here. That will help you to access this trauma. And it is possible as well that this is where I was getting these beings or individuals are looking to move into the rainbow core, but you can't do that. No one can do that until this trauma is resolved. And if you feel like your ascension is going a little slower than you would like, that's why. Okay. Then we have this overall message again, light and water healing. Healing the past life, star crafting, episode 1, human potential and ritual. So you may need to look into this class. Again, I'll need to see what I talk about, but this is being recommended for you guys to help you with understanding on your potential, and also the need to set up a consistent daily ritual for yourself where you meditate, where you connect, where you harmonize your field. And these past life traumas, basically what happens is you are unable to access the trauma or wound until you evolve and elevate into the frequency ranges that the trauma was incurred. So basically, if you were a 60 being, had some sort of traumatic experience, either on Earth or another planetary sphere or density or dimension, you will not be able to access that trauma until you reach that frequency. So say it was a 60 block that happened when you were at a frequency of 15,000 kilohertz. You won't be able to access it until you evolve into that level. Then you'll be able to clear it. I hope that made sense. I kind of butchered that. But this is what we're seeing. So there's a need to persevere, continue moving and clearing and healing and evolving and raising your frequency. And when it's time, you'll be able to clear it, you'll be able to see it, and you'll be able to heal it. Okay. So, for instance, I have clients, as well as I've witnessed this with myself as well, where I had major blockages in my life, and I wasn't able to access for myself or others that information that I needed to clear the block, or even I didn't even have access to see the block until their frequency was elevated enough to be able to witness it, confront it, and clear it themselves. So I help them to clear the energy, but they also have to move through it, and they have to be at a conscious level to be able to do that, a specific conscious level of consciousness. Then we have rose crystal vibration. So there is an elevation of vibration here. And like I said before, this trauma is sitting in the emotional body. And the simplest way to deal with this at this point is to sit with unconditional love for yourself, for your experiences, for your past, for your future, and to generate more of the love vibration within your field instead of the thinking vibration. So we have the Queen of Swords and the Lovers. So we're looking at less intellectualization of spiritual principles and more embodiment, okay, more harmonization with the divine. The Lovers represents two people, but it also represents spirit and body. Okay, so coming together in union through love. And the Merkaba, Merkana, and Merkara, this may need to be activated as this is what will help stabilize your frequencies. Okay. Then lastly, we have the Enzo technique, Cho, I am life. This is a great moving meditation that will help you to work on self-love. Okay, this is the creative center, sacral, essentially. Primordial mothers, this will help you to get into that love vibration as well. This again is the sacral, so that's the primary area we need to work on. Second level of the field is self-love and the sacral. And then to understand the shift we're moving into, you can go through all of the information on the fifth density sessions and attunements, the 5D grid, and the new core is the video that's recommended to watch. But depending on where you're at, it's just good to familiarize yourself with the process. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next week.